Yeah, thank you. You guys take the heads, we'll do all the things.
I've been having this feeling for about the last 4 or 5 days now. Preparing our butts off. We played early last week on Thursday. We've had a lot of time to grind, grit our teeth, and get ready for this football game. Incarnate Word was Incarnate Word. This is the game we've been preparing for. You understand? This is the freaking game we've been preparing for. All summer, all spring. This is the measuring stick, right? Every one of y'all are at UCA for a reason. Every one of them are at Colorado for a reason. Play our game. Assignment sound football, quarterbacks, protect the ball, receivers, running backs, catch the ball, ball security, right? O-line, they ain't nothing. They ain't nothing. I promise you, they ain't nothing.
All right, here we go, guys. Get ready to go. Right from the get-go, we've got to turn it up. We've got to turn the tempo up. It's going to be fast. Fast-paced offense, that's what you're going to get. You got to get lined up. You got to think fast. You got to play fast. You got to hit freaking hard.
Protect the ball, guys.
Welcome back, Willie.
All right, Coach Brown, it's time to get on the map. I'm determined to give my all for my brothers. I will make no excuses and be accountable to my brothers. And we all have a responsibility to be a warrior.
We came out here to win. This UCA, baby. We got this shit across our chest for a reason, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Who they want? Not me. Who they want? Not me. Big licks. Big licks. Take a win. All day. Take a win. All day. Woo. Let's go. Let's get it, baby.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Central Arkansas Football Report, coming to you from Colorado, along with head coach Clint Conk. I'm Justin Acree. The Bears come on the road here, and unfortunately, after a very exciting game, lose to Colorado 38-24. And coach, certainly an opportunity to go to an FBS program, win the game. You lead late in the fourth quarter, and you've been in this situation many times before. And unfortunately, a couple of critical errors cost your team down the stretch.
Well, a great environment here at Folsom Field, and really proud of our football team. I mean, I thought we competed very, very hard. Not always executed correctly, but we to the bitter end. And we had an opportunity with 9 minutes to go up 2 scores. Instead, we turn it over. It's a pick six, and the entire environment changed. We saw something similar to this at Ole Miss last year, and well, we kept battling, kept competing, and really proud of our team. But we left some points on the field. We left some big play opportunities on the field, and then we gave up a few too many big plays defensively. But I'm very proud of the way the defense did play. I think really, when you get right down to it, they gave up 2 drives in the game, and those were pretty early when the offense was really struggling to make a first down, and we had to play a lot of snaps. But, proud of a lot of the efforts in our kicking game, and certainly just the way we competed. I thought our processes leading up was good. So this one stings a little bit, but it is what it is, and we'll take a lot of positives from this and move forward.
Certainly a unique opportunity, and I do want to commend, we had a lot of folks in purple here in Boulder, Colorado, and I know there were probably a lot of family members are out here watching, student athletes, and this is a game that a lot of folks had circled, not only because it's a unique environment and certainly a great tradition here at Colorado, but also because we knew your team would have a great chance to win.
Well, we thought we would, and put ourselves in a position to do that. We did that tonight. We just didn't close the deal, but we had great fan support, as we always do.
All right, we'll take a look at the first half highlights coming up in just a moment.
Your 2013 Central Arkansas Football Report is sponsored by AT&T, Baptist Health, and Crane Automotive.
This is my home, and here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kind of throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration. So here it is, my living room before the water damage and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
We love our devices until we see the new one. Technology doesn't wait. Why should you? Introducing AT&T Next, a new way to get a new device every year. Zero down payment, no upgrade fee, no activation fee, no financing fee. It's time to rethink how you get a new device.
Welcome back to the Central Arkansas Football Report. And Coach, you come into this game ranked 5th in the country in FCS. We saw the success the FCS teams had against FBS teams in previous weeks, including against a ranked team. An FCS team knocks one off. So knew you'd have a great opportunity, and I know your team prepared well with that mindset.
Well, I thought our process was good. We flew out here Thursday. Again, we set up shop, and I really thought we handled the trip in a very professional manner. We were on point and focused. I thought our processes were good. And we did some really wonderful things out here tonight. But, you know, we're going to look back and see where we may have lost contain. We dropped the ball. We didn't finish a block. You know, we left an errant, you know, tackle here and there. But, you know, when you come into these type of environments, you've got to play very, very well. This team here has new leadership and Coach McIntyre playing with a lot of confidence. And they've got a couple of pretty good football players. Yeah. And Richardson's really, really a good player, number 6. And didn't really have an answer for him most of the night, but we'll learn from this and we'll move forward.
Coach, found out right before the game, and I know this is something you prepared for this week, that you would not have Eddie Kamara because of an injury, but boy, what a good job by Jason Anker, one of his 2 touchbacks right there to start the game.
Really proud of the sophomore from Bryant. You know, we got to see a little bit of Jace last year. He was 3 for 3 on field goals, 3 for 3 on PATs. He had a 28-yard field goal, 2 touchbacks, and even made a tackle. And you can see right here, the defense came out, 3 and out. Great job there by the defense. Run the bubble screen here.
Yeah, one of the questions coming in was who was going to return punts. Clay Murphy, a solid job back there.
Yep, fair catch the ball, and of course had a 10-yard return. It was good to get Willie Matthews back. Willie showed a step and a flash tonight, and we feel like we've got three very quality backs with him, Blake Veasley and Denzel Williams. John Harrison had another really good night punting the football. I believe this one was 68 yards. I think when we look in the record books, this will you know, be one of the top 10 longest punts in school history. Missed a tackle right there, but you can see we're rallying to the football. Good job defense. Lose contain right here. And this happened last week. We've got to get this cleaned up. Great hustle by Matt Hornbuckle, the senior from Colleyville, Texas. Always gives great effort coming from the interior defensive line. And then, yeah, John Woodard, the sophomore, Nashville, Tennessee, one of his sacks on the night. And again, great pressure. And unfortunately, right here, they're able to, you know, escape and extend the play and make the completion. But we do force them to punt.
But nice job by Winrick right there, getting rid of it, and a great catch right there by Willie Matthews. A one-handed catch with his left hand. Give a little more room for the punt here, and another nice one by Jonathan Harrison.
Well, our goal is to get a first down when we're backed up. We didn't do that, so it was a great punt, but we give them a short field, and they go play action pass, and this was Richardson, and quite frankly, he just ran right by us. And he did that last week against Colorado State, and you know, I guess that's why he's on the Biletnikoff list and some preseason All-American.
Yeah, 21 catches through 2 games for him now. He's an impressive athlete, and of course, Wood was coming off a 400-yard performance against Colorado State as well. Nice catch right there by Willie Matthews, getting something going here offensively. Nice little screen inside.
Good job by the offensive line. Good job by Desmond Lewis, the junior from Mesquite, Texas, moving the chains.
9 catches for him in the game, and certainly he had to earn it. And then a nice throw-in almost catch right there by Whitehead. Unfortunately, perfect ball by Winrick, and can't corral that, and that was one of the missed opportunities.
It was a missed opportunity, and I hope Courtney will learn from that and respond. And again, right there, Justin Hurd, the senior from Woodland, Alabama. We force a quick 3 and out, and then we make a mistake right here. This was a poor play call by me, and their young man stepped right in front of the slant route and ran it back for one of 2 pick sixes on the night.
Well, I mean, again, you knew coming in mistakes, you know, you would have to keep pretty limited. There's Jatavius Wilson picking up where he left off last week. Nice little start and stutter move, and picks up some nice yardage. But your team did overcome those early mistakes, and that was very impressive, I thought, going into the half.
Well, we were down 14-0, and nice job right here by Bobby Watkins and Derek Floyd. Derek Floyd made his first start, the sophomore from Lake Dallas. Excellent pressure right there by Markeith Gaines, forcing the fumble.
Yeah, I think he beat a hold right there and then forced the fumble, one of his 2 forced fumbles on the night.
And Derek Floyd with the recovery. And this gives us a little bit of confidence right here on the zone read. Nice keep, good blocking. Good job by Chase Dixon there, the senior. He'll become a prominent player here a little bit later. And then a fantastic job on the throw, the protection, and of course the catch by Des Lewis. And now we're starting to get some confidence, making some first downs. We just left the defense out there too long in the first quarter, and this gave us some renewed confidence in what we were doing, and I was really proud to see how we came back.
14-7 with 4:37 to go in the first half, and you thought, we're thinking maybe, you go down 7 at the half, with all the things that went wrong, not bad, but the Bears weren't done yet. There's another catch by Richardson, but a nice stop right there defensively.
Yeah, Zach Bush, the junior from Denton, Texas. And then excellent job on the pass deflection. And then Bobby Watkins, the sophomore transfer from Air Force, with his first career interception. And again, you can see a little bit different pep in our step. Good job right here on the ball to Lewis from Smothers.
A nice job lowing outside right there, taking the defensive back out of the play. Same thing here, lowing outside, and a nice catch there by
Jatavius Wilson, the true freshman from Bastrop. We come back here, I think this was a 3rd or 4th down play. We convert to Blake Gardner, the sophomore from San Antonio.
4th and 1, if you can get 20, that's a pretty good deal, huh?
Yep, and then I thought this was maybe the play of the game right here. Chase Dixon, great throw from Winrick Smothers, the senior from Destrehan, and then to another senior, Chase Dixon from Fort Smith, Arkansas, and this ties the game here at halftime.
Yeah, 14-all at this point, and then they had actually a mishap on the return, and so they're deep in their own territory. We're hoping maybe a ball would pop out right there, but as it is, we end up at the half tied at 14 apiece. And again, in spite of some of the things that went wrong, you had to be pleased, I would think, in some ways going into the half.
Well, we missed a big play. We gave up a big play or two, and but we kept fighting, kept playing, kept competing. We hung together, and we came into halftime with quite a bit of confidence.
All right, we'll take a look at those second half highlights coming up in just a moment.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.
Bears won the toss, deferred, so they started with the ball in the second half, and again, with that comeback, coach, down 14-0, you come back and tied at 14, you had to feel pretty good, and then, boy, how about this? You get Dylan Winfrey loose on a kick return. This is the last time they would kick deep. A 90-yard return, I believe, 91 yards officially, and gets knocked out right there. And I know you had to be a little bit disappointed, though, couldn't capitalize with 6 here, but you do put points on the board after that return.
Well, a great job by our special teams. Unfortunately, we weren't able to convert to a touchdown, but, the sophomore from Bryant, Jay Stinker, comes in, knocks down his first collegiate field goal.
And Bears have their first lead of the game. A 28-yard field goal by Dinker. Again, he was very good on the night, being pressed into service, and an excellent job. Defensively, here comes Richardson again.
A good tackle there by Marcus Peters, the senior from Dangerfield. And just about got one right here on the pass deflection. But again, we're flying around. We're playing with a lot of confidence. And we hold Colorado in the red zone to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, 31-yarder, that ties it at 17.
Well, we come back here on the quick screen to Lewis for a positive gain. one of his 9 catches on the night. We moved the launch point, and they actually had this defended very well, but Justin Burdette, the sophomore from Birmingham, with a critical 3rd down conversion. Good job, Justin. We come back here on trying to go big ball, but we hit the check down again to Lewis, pick up a 4. And then back to Chase Dixon once again on a conversion down, and the 6'5", 240-pounder was able to bring it down. Not able to sustain the drive, but an excellent job on the pooch punt of down and inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, going back to Chase Dixon, Coach, he didn't have a whole lot of easy catches on Saturday night. I mean, he earned them all.
Well, he used his big frame and long arms, and Winrick put it in the right spots. Good job here swarming to the football. Their big back there, I think, may have got
him out there.
Yeah, man, got nicked up right there. And then again, more pressure here by T.J. Randall, the junior from Kansas City, and John Woodard, the sophomore. They punt to us, and then we're 3 and out and forced to punt back to them. And again, I thought Harrison had a credible night again, averaging 42 yards. I believe last week he averaged 45. So right now we're just in we're settled into a good dogfight, and this was a huge play. Markeith Gaines with the sack, forced fumble, and Woodard, the other bookend, picked it up. I know he was trying to scoop and score, but
just glad he came up with it.
Yep, and then this was a big play, a 3rd down conversion here in the red area down to Willie Matthews, which I believe takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And on the first play, on 4th down here, Winrick Smothers is able to punch it in on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, huge play right there. And boy, their fans were really into it at this point, and that was a great play. And Bears take the lead by 7. Extra point is up and good. And again, feel really good here. Now we're in the 4th quarter. You're up by 7, and giving yourself a chance. And you knew if you gave yourself a chance, in the 4th quarter, it could certainly get interesting, and it did. Here's a disappointing play here.
Once again, though, we lose contain, and we're going to play much more athletic quarterbacks than what we saw tonight. We've got to get that cleaned up. That's 2 weeks in a row, but the defense steps up with a big play. Marvin Mitchell, the junior, out of Carrollton, Georgia, with an interception, which really slowed, stopped their drive and gave us a lot of confidence. And then we just kind of went to work. They're underneath to Lewis again. We fake the reverse. We come back and drop it off to Dixon. Very strong right there. See, last year he probably got tackled, but the extra 15 pounds and added strength.
Setting up a screen here, and boy, another unbelievable effort. Boy, Matthews, the balance and the ability to fight downfield, very impressive. And this is the one you wish you had back. You got the inside screen there, didn't have a whole lot of room, but it bounces off Gardner's hands, and then Winrick gives great effort, but it ends up in a pick 6, the 2nd one of the night. And those are the kind of mistakes that just can really kill you.
Yeah, that really hurt, because we had an opportunity with about 9 minutes to go in the game to go up 2 scores, and instead now it's a tied football game.
So we're up at 24 apiece here. Bears going right back to work, though. Nice little play, and this is a really unfortunate deal right here. Jatavius Wilson in a good situation. He has the ball, and then he gets collared right there, and they rip the ball away from him. And Colorado with all the momentum right now.
Yeah, and then they run a double move here, put Richardson in the slot. We get beat inside, which you can't do in man coverage, and the entire momentum now in the stadium has changed. And instead of us going up by 2 scores, they've tied it up and now have gone up by a score, all within just a couple of plays.
Yeah, it was a very quick turn of events, unfortunately. 31-24 at this point. And back the Bears come. But
well, I mean, we're still playing hard here defensively. We weren't able to sustain anything on the offensive side of the ball. We lose contain here again. Got to do a better job on the perimeter. And we do right here. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to get those white jerseys to the football. And I thought Matt Williamson had a great game plan. And outside of a few plays tonight, a few big plays, but outside of a few plays, I thought the young men executed the plan well.
Dylan Winfrey undercutting their big receiver right there. They do complete on a crossing route there. That was a key 3rd down, I believe, play right there. That was Richardson again, of course. Pretty good coverage, but a nice throw and catch. Then they run the inside screen here. You had them on a 3rd and 20, I believe, and they run a screen, and unfortunately, Spruce makes it pay.
Well, our screens tipped and run back for a touchdown. Their screen goes for a touchdown, and by this time our defense is really tired. And we only traveled 62 young men. And I thought, I believe we played 60 players or 59 players, and they played really, really, really hard tonight.
Yeah, still fighting down to the bitter end right here. And again, seeing this team pull off some pretty miraculous comebacks, and Winrick Smothers trying to direct the offense, trying to get out of bounds, save as much clock as you can.
Well, there's about 4 minutes to go. We come play pass right here. We hit Gardner across the middle. You know, we're kind of in our 2-minute mode here. Hurry up. Nice throw and catch to Lewis again. And then, you know, just their young man played it well. And, you know, just a great interception right there. And threw 3 interceptions on the night. Had 4 turnovers. And, you know, you're not going to beat too many teams turning it over, much less a Pac-12 team on the road. And we'll learn from that. And we talk about ball security all the time, but some individuals stepped up. I was really proud of how hard the team played. I thought our special teams units were really, really solid. So there's a lot to be pleased with, but certainly we've got to learn some lessons from this experience.
All right, let's go back now and take a look at our play of the game, and we're going to go back to that second touchdown in the first half, and really a great, you know, throw and catch, but an unbelievable individual effort by Dixon.
Well, we felt like we had some advantage with the tight end this week, and you know, the 6'5", 240-pound senior from Fort Smith uses his body and his hands, and Winrick Smothers made a great throw, and that gave us a tremendous amount of confidence and momentum to go in at halftime tied at 14.
All right, we'll come back and take a look at our players of the game in just a moment.
At Zaxby's, all of our salads are made fresh to satisfy any craving. Like the blue, with a bold taste of real blue cheese and buffaloed or blackened chicken. The House, or the Caesar. With so many flavor-packed choices, you'll be seeing salad in a whole new way. Guess someone forgot to tell us that salads are supposed to be boring. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC.
The 13s have to go, so get our largest savings of the year on Acadia, Terrain, Verano, and LaCrosse.
Right now, new GMC Terrain start for just $23,995. Get discounts up to $6,000 off new Acadias and Enclaves, and new Buick Veranos start at just $19,995. Plus, the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra has arrived.
And you'll get the Crane commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC exit 127 in Conway.
Time now to take a look at our players of the game, and we talked about how hard he worked for every catch he got, and we're going to go with Chase Dixon, Coach, who you talked about it too. I mean, the effort he made in the offseason to build that body, and again, you developed him from a wide receiver to a tight end, and now he's become a big-time tight end and a playmaker for you.
Well, you know, he was a non-scholarship player, receiver, as you mentioned when he got here. He's 235, 40 pounds now. Caught 4 balls for 36 yards and a touchdown, and what we don't see is he plays on the field goal team, he plays on the punt team, and you know, just does a lot of things, and he was a great leader for us, not only tonight, but throughout the offseason.
4 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown for him. And then on defense, Markeith Gaines, and really both your defensive ends, we probably could have gone about either way here, but Markeith Gaines, he made some plays, and we see how they feed off each other, and he helped Woodard, and Woodard helped him tonight.
Yeah, the senior from Mobile had, I think, 4 total tackles, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and certainly a very explosive young man that, you know, plays with a hot motor, and we feel really good about the 2 bookends we have with Gaines and Woodard. But Markeith, I thought, had an exceptional night tonight.
All right, well, certainly a unique environment here in Colorado, both on the field and really dealing with the environment here as far as the elevation. That's something the Bears training staff was very concerned about and something they talked about. And here's more on that as the Bears got ready to come here to Colorado to play the Buffaloes.
Some of the things that we have done differently this year, especially with a game in Colorado with the high altitude to get the players ready, was in the summer we set up an extra day of conditioning. Normally we would have a strongman day with a speed day, agility day, and an extra. We had put in an extra conditioning day and dropped the strongman day. Plus, also this week we've been stressing hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate. Yes, the air, you're going to be winded, but we're up here for 48 hours. We're going to be conditioned to that.
As far as the air being thin, we've done a lot of conditioning this week after practice, so that's getting us ready for it. I've seen a couple guys out here that are a little tired, but it's nothing that's going to affect us on Saturday. We'll still be ready.
Really, we've been preparing all week, just trying to get the athletes to understand that this is a higher altitude. With that higher altitude, the air is a little thinner, and so they're going to be feeling a certain way. You know, what we try to tell people is they're going to be feeling like there's an elephant on their shoulders running around the field. Some of them might have a little bit of problem catching their breath. Some of them will start developing some headaches and just not the overall feeling of just not feeling well. So we've been trying to talk to them about just the importance of hydration. A lot of carbohydrates really helps in situations like this. Definitely, we're going to be pushing a lot of water on them. We've been trying to tell the athletes to double their amount of water, just really eat a ton of carbohydrates, and understand that they are, going to feel a little different. They are going to maybe develop a little bit of a headache here and there, and everybody's different. Some people will develop problems, some people will never develop problems.
Again, the final score 38-24, and from what we saw, Coach, certainly your team physically very well prepared, and again, there were a lot of plays played. I mean, that was part of it. How much did you think, if at all, the elevation played into it and the hydration?
I think we did all the things leading up, so I don't think the altitude really played. I think what happened is we just didn't make enough first downs on offense, and our defense had to play too many snaps tonight, and it took its toll in the second half. When we were able to move the chains, whether we scored or not, and got into a flow of the football game, I thought our defense was fast and played with, a lot of determination, a sense of urgency, and but unfortunately, just had to play too many snaps, and then of course, when you're throwing pick sixes or turning the football over, you're not really putting your team in the best situation. But we'll learn a lot from this.
Yeah. Well, going forward, certainly an opportunity next week. I know you got to get some guys who are dinged up back up and running and healthy, but an opportunity to go on the road again to play Tennessee Martin. Had some success in recent years against OVC teams, and it's going to be a great environment. I'm sure this is a team that's had a big one up and a big one down this year, so it'll be a unique challenge.
Well, they went to Tennessee Chattanooga, who was a top 25 team coming into the season, and beat them handily on the road. And then this week they ran into a buzzsaw called Boise State out in Boise, Idaho. But,
Boise State team was irritated after a loss last week. So.
Yeah, and but Dylan Favre, that's Brett Favre's nephew, I think started at quarterback this week. They're very dynamic offensively, and they run a lot of different schemes and blitz packages on the defensive side of the football. So we'll need to have a great week of preparation once again. It's the second of 3 road trips that we've got consecutively coming up. We can't have a letdown. I mean, we put a lot of energy into this game. We need to take some time off. We need to heal up. Amari Wallace, unfortunately, I think is going to be out for the rest of the season. He had a fractured dislocation of his ankle, pretty ugly, on the field. So, we've got to get some people, back on the field and healthy, and have a great week of practice and understand our process. And there's a lot of football left to be played. Yeah. And I think you can see we've got a good football team when we do things right.
Coach, good luck this week.
I appreciate it.
All right, Bears looking for win number 2 on the season. Coach Conk looking for win number 100 of his career at UCA. We'll bring you all the highlights and hopefully a big Bear win next week on the Central Arkansas Football Report.
Your 2013 Central Arkansas Football Report is sponsored by AT&T, Baptist Health, and Crane Automotive.
If you're coming to Conway for football, get ready to put your game face on. For shopping, dining, accommodations, and more, come for football. Stay to play. Learn more at conwayarkansas.org.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.